Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. Hey, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my tips for clearing the Volundr Forge. It is the first forge in the Black Armory, the first one that you will have to clear in order to craft both the heavy machine gun and the AR, which are both pretty cool guns, and I've got a few rolls in both of these. So let's get right into it. We were able to clear this with relative ease now that we have the strategy down. It's really basic. It's pretty simple. And actually, Bungie just dropped the overall power level of this event down by 5 power levels. So ideally, you're going to be able to clear this at 600, 605. It shouldn't be too much trouble for you. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is rally a flag. So find a public event there in the EDZ, travel to it, rally the flag, get all of your power ammo stocked up so you're full on everything. Then you're going to go ahead and travel to the forge, and after you get there, you're going to start the event, and you have, if you're not familiar with the forge, you have 2 main waves to clear. After that, the final wave is a boss fight. So you're going to want to have special and heavy finder represented somewhere in your build, ideally. Again, this is just if you really want to strategize, you really want to maximize your chances here. Having special and heavy finder somewhere in your armor perks will be very helpful to you. Special is very important. You can get by without heavy finder if you pocket all your heavy ammo for the boss fight. It does happen sometimes where you just see no purple bricks. Sometimes you will clear the event start to finish and you will not see a single purple brick drop. So sometimes you may just want to pocket that power ammo unless you see a brick drop. Then you can use some of it and pick up some purple. But you really want to have special finder because shotguns are like super important in this event. You're going to be running around in the mix. The way that the event functions, you kind of have to get up close and personal. So shotties are really your best option. You can get by with something like a Telesto as well, just because it does have some crowd control capabilities. And that brings me to my next tip. You're going to want to have crowd control of some kind, whether it's in your weapons that have explosive properties. Maybe it's in your subclass. I was running Code of the Commander a lot, and I really liked the avoid detonators for this because I could clear entire waves over here in the caves just by throwing down a grenade and letting it kill something, and then it sort of blows up and tags everything around it with void detonators, and they blow up, etc., etc. So it's really good for crowd control, and you want to have something in your arsenal as a team that can do stuff like that, or else you're gonna really be struggling to keep up with all the ads it throws at you while you're trying to throw these balls. So the point is to find the blue carriers, kill them. They will drop batteries. The beefier the opponent, the more batteries they drop. You pick up the batteries and you chuck it at the forge itself, right? It's pretty simple. Now the forge kind of has these like 3 metal parts that I don't know what to call them, sort of like brackets on the outside of it. Try and shoot in between those into the red part. If you hit the brackets on the side, there's probably 50% chance that it'll just bounce off. And this happens a lot. I mean, we actually lost a couple rounds because we had like 10 seconds left on the clock. We thought no big deal. You chuck it, it bounces off and goes flying in some random direction. And then you're just running across the map to try and pick the thing up. You run out of time and the event is over, right? You lost your chance. So that can be kind of frustrating. So rather just play it safe. Throw it in between those brackets, not at them, just to stay safe there. Last thing I would say, well, not last thing, next thing I would say, stay together. We found it was just really important. There are so many blue guys on the field, there's not a set number. Like, they'll just keep respawning wherever you kill them. So we just decided, well, why don't we just all go to the cave? Ignore everything else on the map. We don't need to go there. Just stay together in the caves where there's a little bit of cover to maneuver around. And as long as we're all killing ads and killing battery holders, we'll be fine. And you'll cut back on your deaths. You'll save yourself precious seconds on the clock that you're not respawning or waiting to be picked up. So stay together. That's super important, especially if you're not like 620 or above. If you're 620, you can probably run around solo a little bit more confidently, and that's kind of where I'm at right now, is the 620 range, and it's getting a little bit easier. But if you're below that, you're going to want to stay together and make sure that you're taking on the crowds as a team. It's important not just to kill the battery holders, also want to make sure you're focusing on slaying ads as well, just to thin the herd, because they do throw a ton of ads at you and they will wreck your face. So it's pretty important, especially on around the second wave. The second wave, they get tougher, and the butchers especially can kind of cut you to pieces. The colossuses, or colossuses, what's the plural of colossus? I'm not sure. Colossuses, they can one-hit kill you with their ground pound, their stomp. So if you're not, I think it's I think you have to be 615 and above to survive that. If you're below that, you're gonna get one hit killed. So make sure you're keeping an eye out for those things. Wave 2 can be kind of tough. So stay together, kill ads as well, thin the herd. Boss time. When the boss comes up, man, this guy hurts. And so do the ads. The ads will just wreck you. So what we found is a lot of teams back up into the canyon where you spawn in, but there's no cover there. I mean, even if you're doing whisper, you're getting flinched a ton. And we tried that strat, and it's frustrating. It's kind of dodgy. It's hit or miss. We found every single time we can clear it. If we go up to this rock that I show you here in the gameplay, come to this rock. It serves as cover and a bit of a head glitch. Throw down a Well of Radiance or throw down a Rally Barricade. The barricade will sort of phase into the rock if you put it back far enough, so it's not up in your face, and you don't have to worry about, you know, shooting the barricade. It'll kind of phase into the rock, and you still get the perks of being behind it without having to shoot into it or peek up above it. So anyways, make sure you've got that, and everyone you get your Thunderlords, you pocket all your power ammo for the boss, and you just spray them down. It's super easy. It's just so easy. As long as you're all standing together with full ammo with Thunderlord, and you hold down that trigger until the thing is dead, right? What's going to happen, what we found at our power level when we were farming, is emptying all of our Thunderlord into them leaves them with like maybe a quarter health. So then just pop the super. We all pop our, you know, we have whoever wasn't on the Well of Radiance. The other two of us would pop our supers and just bum rush the guy. And, you know, you throw grenades at him, hit him with your super. He's going to die really easily, and you don't have to worry about all of the ads. You don't have to worry about getting killed by him and trying to do the revive train. It takes all that out. It's so easy. So this is the easiest strat that we found by a landslide to kill this guy consistently without having to restart the event. So I hope this was helpful for you. Hopefully you get your fun forged weapons, and hopefully I'll look forward to maybe just kind of doing some solo queuing in the forge. Maybe I'll find some of you guys out there. That'd be fun, right? All right, I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.